Hi you guys, welcome back to another vlog. So this vlog is going to be a little bit different because I wanted to record our trip to Canada. So I actually ended up with more footage than I thought I was gonna have. So I thought maybe I would just like insert it into my next vlog, but once I got done with editing, I ended up having enough footage to do like a whole vlog. I feel like I haven't done just a trip vlog in so long, but this was such a special trip. I'm so glad I recorded it, so I wanted to share that with you guys. So a lot of you guys asked me to vlog this trip, so I hope that you will enjoy. I know it's not my typical vlog where I'm just like at home and my routine and things, but that will be, you know, back in the next vlog. The only thing I did want to say was that I was also recording for TikTok, so some of the clips in this vlog, like a few of them, are vertical clips that I just decided to put in the vlog because I was filming both, you know, like vertical and horizontal. I feel like you guys won't care. It's only like little parts of the vlog, but if you're wondering like why some of the footage is like this, that's why. I ended up having like over 200 video clips that I took on my phone from our trip. So I hope you guys enjoy, and it kind of starts off abrupt, like no intro or anything, so I wanted to put in this intro because we just like start off when we're landing in Seattle right after this. That was kind of the first thing I recorded, so hope you guys will enjoy, and let's go ahead and get into the vlog. We have made it to our first stop on our trip, Seattle, for the day and the night. We are gonna see a Seattle Sounders game while we're here, which is Jared's favorite soccer team. And we're gonna stay here for the night. So we just got to our Airbnb. I haven't even looked around yet, but I wanted to show you guys before we start unpacking things. Of course, I love to give you a little Airbnb tour. And we are staying in exclusively Airbnbs for this whole trip just because it was so much easier to find places to stay. And it was more affordable too. So we're doing Airbnbs all the way. This place is cuter than it looked in the photos, honestly. They have so many plants. Just wait for it. All these plants. And it's cute. It has everything you need. A little kitchen. They have a cute little chalkboard wall. You can sign your name, which is really fun. And I don't know if we'll need the kitchen because we're only staying for one night, but it's got everything you need. A TV, a fridge, a bed. It's like I said, it's cuter than the photos. So it was honestly one of the only places I could find that wasn't like super crazy. Like all the places when I looked were really expensive. I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know if it's just a super popular time of year to come to Seattle or something, but I don't even feel like I was super last minute with booking this place. So it was like one of the only places I found that was like somewhat more affordable than the other ones. Here's our little bathroom. Nothing fancy, but everything you need. It's about 1 o'clock. We are gonna go take a walk, get some lunch. We wanted to drop off our bags. I'm definitely hungry and excited to just have a fun day. So I think I'll get ready later, like when we're like get ready when we're going to the game in a little bit, but right now I think we're just gonna kind of grab our stuff and go take a walk to grab some lunch. Cheers to a big win tonight.
Hopefully.
We're heading out. These are our fits for the game. Jared's wearing his little jersey that I got him for his birthday, and he lent me this little scarf to wear. I think it looks good with my outfit because I only have the green. So it's gonna be a fun night. We're heading out a few hours early and we're just gonna bop around, and our Uber's here, so let's go. Hi you guys, we are just at a park right now. We have our luggage because we had to check out of our Airbnb at 10 a.m. which I feel like is, I mean, I guess that's kind of common, but I think our other ones are at 11 a.m. So we got out of there at 10 a.m. and we just walked to a brunch place. And I've honestly been a little unwell today. I'm starting to feel a lot better, but I definitely drank too many mixed things last night at the soccer game. I definitely had fun, but I mixed like tequila. I got an espresso martini. I got something with gin at some point, and I was like, why? I literally told myself I wasn't gonna do that. I was just gonna stick to one alcohol, and then I totally just don't know I did that. So it was a bit of a rough morning, but thank God I am really starting to feel better. The fresh air has been really nice. We've just been like walking around with our suitcases, and we're gonna be a little bit early to the airport. We're just gonna take the train. That's what we took yesterday, because for some reason to go from where we are to the Seattle airport is like $80 on Uber and Lyft. Sorry, it's a little loud. So anyway, we're just gonna head to the link, like the train station, and just get to the airport a little bit early because we don't have anywhere to go, and it's honestly raining. That's what we're up to. Our flight to Canada is at 3:30 and it's like 11:48, so I'm not sure what time we'll get to the airport, but it'll probably end up being right around like 1 o'clock or something. We made it to Calgary, and we're going to pick up our rental car right now. Ooh. Got to our rental car. She's a little Toyota RAV4. She's cute, and that was pretty easy, honestly. After we went to customs, it's pretty fast to get here. I'm excited. Our flight was delayed, sadly, but only by like an hour, which we were honestly pretty lucky, because I was telling you guys in my last video about all those like flight cancellations. So we did actually get pretty lucky because there were so many cancellations and delays this weekend. But anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock now. We were supposed to get here, I think, around like 6 or 6:15. So we landed like a little over an hour late, but we will make it there. Our drive is about an hour and 15 minutes to our first Airbnb. And we're definitely just gonna have a relaxing night, because I feel like we've literally been traveling all day, even though the flight was only like a little over an hour. We've just been like at the airport literally since like before 1 p.m. I think. So ready to just be in the car and relax when we get there, and I'm so excited. Dinner for our first night in Canmore. That is the little town we're staying in. It's right outside of Banff, and it is already, you guys, like 10:27, but luckily we hit up this place and got an order in before they closed at 11. So I got recommended this place by some of you guys, and it's super close to where we're staying. We got a pizza to split, a chicken, a sausage pizza, and some fries with a garlic aioli. We also went and picked up a few snacks from the convenience store. We'll get more stuff tomorrow, but we got, these are my favorite Canadian snack that I've tried. The all dressed ruffles. They are so good if you ever come and you haven't tried them. And then I got these mini eggs because I haven't been able to find these like at home, and I've been craving them all year. So I saw them and I was like, oh my God, I don't care if it's not Easter, I'm getting them. There's a lot of Cadbury stuff here. Jared got sweet tarts. I felt like we got something else. We got sunscreen, a big sunscreen to hopefully last the whole week, because you can't really travel with the big one in a carry-on. So I will show you guys our cute Airbnb probably like tomorrow when it's light, because it's so cute. We have our own little balcony with a view and everything, but we are just gonna chill. It's been a long travel day. We've been out and about for like 12 hours. So we are going to just eat and relax. Good morning from our cute Airbnb. It is such a beautiful day. Let's go outside and take a look. Here is our adorable balcony outside of our room. It's actually so spacious. And guys, from our balcony, you can see the beautiful giant mountains. It is a little smoky, a little hazy, but that's okay. I mean, I'm just happy that we're here, and this view is crazy from just right outside our window. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like 65 degrees, which is crazy. I'm actually a little chilly right now. I do have a windbreaker that I'll probably bring a lot of on this trip, but it's only 8:45. I woke up at like 7 a.m., which, if you guys know, for me is like unprecedented. Like, that doesn't happen. I woke up and I had my alarm set for like 7:45 because I really wanted to get up and shower this morning, and then we wanted to go to a hike. Not like a super long one, because one thing about me is I'm really not a big hiker, but I knew that I wanted to go on some hikes coming to somewhere like this. Obviously, like, I feel like I couldn't just come here and not at least try a couple hikes. So we are gonna do one this morning that hopefully is like around 2 hours. I feel like maybe it'll take me a little longer. We don't have like hiking boots, but we looked it up on All Trails and people said you can do it in sneakers, and I came and sat down. But anyway, we are gonna do a little hike this morning, and tomorrow we are gonna hike at Lake Louise, which is one of the top things I got recommended to do in Banff. You have to actually like take a shuttle there. I'm really excited. We're gonna get up early tomorrow and do that. So yeah, I feel like we'll get in some hiking on like the first few days, and then by the time we get to Jasper, which is our second stop, it's looking like it's gonna be a lot cooler, and hopefully not, but it looks possibly a little rainy. So I feel like we won't maybe be able to do quite as much there. So I wanna like soak in being able to like have nicer weather here. So I woke up early and I showered, blew out my hair. I have on a little hiking fit. Sorry, it's kind of loud out there. I didn't expect like trucks and stuff, but yeah, I guess I'm an early riser on this trip. Waking up at 7 a.m. Who knew? Who knew it was gonna be me? Guys, look how beautiful this water is. Oh my gosh, I feel like we're in a freaking lagoon in a fairy tale land. This is called the Grassi Lakes hike in Canmore, and this is the viewpoint from pretty much the end. It loops around, so here's it in 0.5. So beautiful. There's really not even that many people here. I feel like we didn't even start that early. It's like, what is it now, like 10? I survived my first hike of the trip. It was pretty difficult, honestly, but luckily it just wasn't that long. But it was like pretty rocky and like very steep. But I thought that it was worth it. I want everything and nothing at all. Guys, we are back at the Airbnb briefly. We've already had such an eventful day. Honestly, the hike was great. I'm so glad that we did end up getting up early and getting out there, because by the time we got to that lake that I filmed for you guys, which was the end of the hike, it was like still so just like empty. There was maybe like 2 or 3 other groups of people, and then by the time 30 minutes later, by the time we were like leaving the lake, there was so many people coming in that of course it was still like just as scenic and beautiful, but I feel like it was so worth it to just like get a bit of a head start, even though it's not like we went at like 7 a.m. We probably started the hike around like, I don't know, 9:30, but it was amazing. Today's a Monday too, so I feel like it was a little bit less crowded for that reason. So I highly recommend, I'll put it on the screen, but it was called the Grassi Lakes hike in Canmore. And we are actually going to go to Banff now. We are about 20 minutes out of Banff because I could not find anywhere to stay in Banff that was relatively affordable, but it ended up working out so well because this town is so cute and a little bit, from what I've like heard from people, it's a little bit less touristy. So we actually are going to go into Banff now and just kind of walk around, explore for a few hours, and then we're going to ride the gondola at 5:30, which I think should be so fun. We'll go up to the top, and it's supposed to be super scenic, and there's like some restaurants and like drinks and places you can just walk around up there. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, let's actually check out Banff and see what she's got to offer. They thought about it. Why do I want this? Something's wrong with me. Can I see you hold it like a pose?
so nice.
Why do I want this? I don't really like how it's labeled though.
That part of me that never knows I know it. It's getting old to me and keeping.
We have had a fun little afternoon walking around in Banff. Jared actually bought like several things. He bought 2 things for himself and 1 thing for his brother who's been watching the dogs as a little thank you. I didn't buy anything, but I definitely want to get some sort of like a souvenir sweatshirt or t-shirt or something. But now we are walking to we're walking to the shuttle to our gondola ride. Apparently the smoke came in 2 days ago, our server just told us at lunch, and we had just assumed it had been smoky here because we just got in last night and it was pretty smoky. I feel like it's definitely gotten worse today, but it's just one of those things like when you're in like mountain towns in the end of summer, there's just nothing you can do. We've had our gondola tickets booked for like a few weeks now, and I feel like, I mean, we were saying like maybe we could do it on Wednesday, like maybe it'll clear up, but I doubt it. So we're just gonna do it. It's gonna be a little smoky. Not probably the most clear views we've ever seen, but this was like highly recommended to do in Banff. So I'm still very excited, and really just nothing you can do about wildfire smoke, obviously. Yeah, you can tell the smoke came in. It's still incredibly beautiful.
I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you lately, baby.
So smoky, you guys. So smoky. But this is the view from up top on an extremely hazy day. Like, especially bad on my phone, but it's a little better over here. It's probably the most clear mountain you can see. We have the restaurants and like a little viewing deck up there. And we rode the gondola all the way up here.
Thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you lately, baby, baby.
Whoa. Well, we took the Sky Bridge, whatever it's called, boardwalk thing, and it definitely was a little bit better views, but overall, so sad, so smoky. But hey, nothing we can do. Paid for this ticket. We're gonna go get a drink though, I think.
I can see in everything I feel now. Oversetting highs in my head. What do you do when I fall asleep? Don't fall in. Keep myself with nothing left to you. It's never in my head.
Guys, we made it to the beautiful Lake Louise this morning. It's a little windy, but it's absolutely gorgeous and so blue. And we are gonna do a hike up to the tea house here. Gorgeous. Little smoky today, but I feel like it's not as bad in the morning, so love that. Okay, you guys, we made it up to the gorgeous top of the tea house here. We are sitting at a little corner table at the tea house on top of, well, right next to Lake Agnes. Guys, look how cute it is. We just ordered some sandwiches and some tea. And look at this view behind my man. I'm out here with my man. This is crazy, you guys. Gorgeous. I got my windbreaker on. It has like been hot and then windy and then hot and then windy, so I'm really glad I brought this layer. The hike was a little harder than I thought. I think just because we hiked yesterday and then we walked around like all day, so our legs were a little sore today. So we definitely took it at our own leisurely pace. It was all uphill, so we're thinking that on the way back down it's going to be all downhill, which will be very nice. This is the beautiful Lake Agnes view from the tea house. Post hiking reward at the Fairmont at Lake Louise. I got myself an espresso martini, which I already started sipping. We got some tiramisu because it is my favorite dessert, and we already had lunch. And then some gelato. Good morning from another beautiful day in Canmore. So it is the morning that we're checking out of our Airbnb here. We stayed here for 3 nights and I loved it. I will link it down below in case anyone is interested in coming here because it was so lovely. I'm a little sad we have to leave our Airbnb. It was super cute. I didn't tell you guys this yesterday just because we were kind of on the go all day yesterday. Like, we woke up before 7 a.m. We took a 7:30, but we had to be there at like 7:15. We took a 7:30 shuttle to Lake Louise from here, which ended up taking like, because we had a 30-minute break in Banff, because we're like 20 minutes from Banff, it ended up taking like 2 hours. So we got to Lake Louise around 9:30, which was the plan. And we had the whole day there. We did the beautiful tea house hike, and that was so nice. Like, I'm so glad we did that, but it was definitely a bit of a struggle yesterday because starting on like Monday night, which yesterday was Tuesday, Monday night, I started feeling that little tickle in the back of my throat where you're just like, oh no, like please no. So I don't know if it's the smoke from the wildfires or if I just like, my immune system is horrible. Like, it just always has been. So I feel like I get sick on like, around like trips and like always around like birthdays and holidays and stuff. Like, it just always happens to me. So it's not that I was like super surprised, but it was just more like, okay, this is annoying. I need to like do something about this. So yesterday I woke up just not feeling the best, but I was like, of course we are going still, like I can power through, and I did. But I just didn't feel like we wanted to like sit here all day. Like, we're literally in such a beautiful place, and we had already booked our shuttle tickets, which were pretty expensive, and I knew I really wanted to go to Lake Louise. So I was like, it's literally a sore throat, but persevered. We had a really great day yesterday. I think I showed you guys most of what we got up to, but it was great. It was definitely a really long day though, because we couldn't leave Lake Louise because they have like, you can't drive your car there because it's so popular, especially at this time of year with tourists, that they don't let people drive personal cars. So you have to take a shuttle. So you kind of have to be on the schedule of your shuttle. So we had booked the one that was coming back, leaving at 5:15 because we knew we wanted to be there like most of the day. We ended up being like, maybe we could have left around like 3:15 or 3:30, but we just ended up getting some lunch and some drinks. Anyway, I'm taking you through the whole day, but we didn't end up getting back here to Canmore after the shuttle until like 7:30 p.m. And by then I was just like, oh my gosh, I was so exhausted. We did like walked and hiked like 10 miles yesterday. So it was a big day because on Monday we also got in like probably 9 miles of walking and hiking. So the last 2 days were just like super jam-packed, which was kind of how the trip was like starting off, because I knew I wanted to like do some hikes while we were here. And I kind of planned out like the beginning of the trip more. And then I also don't remember if I told you guys this. I posted on Instagram story, but we were supposed to go to Jasper after this, which is another mountain town that's about a 3.5 hour drive from where we are right now in Banff. And the entire town, as of like yesterday morning or like the night before yesterday morning, the entire town got evacuated for a big wildfire, which obviously is super upsetting and devastating, and hopefully they are like all okay and people were able to evacuate. But yeah, they are not letting people, obviously. It's like not safe to drive to Jasper. They're like turning people around. So I just felt lucky that we found that out before we started driving there and got like turned around and got like stuck with a bunch of people waiting. So it was actually like, I'm looking at it as a blessing in disguise, because even if it hadn't have been that way, if we had gotten there and it had been even smokier than here, which sounds like it obviously is, like if even if we had been allowed to go, I just don't think it would have been the same, because I wanted to go there specifically for the beautiful scenery, and I feel like I wouldn't have been able to really see it that well. So I think it's a blessing in disguise. I am sad we can't go, but there's really no other like options. We do still have like 3 more days on our trip, 4 more days actually. It's Wednesday morning and we're not leaving until Saturday night, so we're kind of up in the air right now. Like, we booked an Airbnb for tonight that's around like 50 minutes away from here, and then after that we're just gonna like see what we're feeling, because we had to cancel our Airbnb. Obviously we're getting like a full refund, so that's all good, but we were gonna do Jasper as the last like 2-3 days of our trip and then head back down towards Calgary south, because that's where we're flying out of. Anyway, that was a long clip, and we honestly need to check out of here because it's 11 and the checkout was at 11. But anyway, today we are checking out, and we slept in, got ready, packed up all our stuff. We're gonna have a relaxing day today because, like I said, honestly the start of our trip was like very busy, I feel like, especially yesterday and Monday. So we just want to have a relaxing day today. We're just gonna walk around town, get some food, I don't know, drive around and see what we get into today, but no hiking today. I'm hiked out after the past 2 days. Our legs are so sore. It is so beautiful here. I loved staying in Canmore. I highly recommend staying in Canmore if you're ever coming to Banff. It's right outside of it, and it's not as touristy. It's so much less crowded, and it's super cute, and there's still so much stuff to do here. So we're gonna walk into downtown Canmore, get some breakfast, and then look around at some stores, I think, to start today off. Oh my gosh, that looks delicious. Honestly, Jared's might look better than mine. I'm a little jealous. Doing a little shopping and found a really cute store. This is such a cute store. I found this and I'm definitely gonna buy it. It's so cute, and I don't have any corduroy hats. Well, it's a pretty cute day in Canmore, you guys. We're just doing a little light shopping, nothing crazy. Imagine if this was your everyday backdrop. Jared and I were just saying, like, I feel like you'd get so used to it that you wouldn't, like, going anywhere would just be like not impressive at all, because this is literally your backyard. Insane. We're gonna go into the Mountain Mercantile. Jared's struggling with the hiccups. I'm looking at this shirt for me after going on 2 hikes the entire year. You can walk in the streets here, y'all. When it's touristy season, they just let you walk right in the street. You don't even have to go on the sidewalk. I did get a cute little shirt at that last store, and now we're going back to get me a sweatshirt that I also really liked. I can't stop buying souvenirs from Canada. Ooh, we're going into Calgary for lunch. Never been to Calgary before, I don't think. Haven't. Apparently it's massive. 1.3 million people. We had no idea. I have been wanting to go here ever since I found out about it from TikTok. From when I did a little bulk shop with me, TikTok, and everyone said I needed to go to Bulk Barn in Canada. Guess what? I'm here. We really can't buy that much stuff because we're leaving in a few days, but we're just gonna see what they got. I have never seen these in my life, red pistachios. They're more like hot pink. That is so cool. Guys, this is my dream. Literally my dream. Look at all this. And then they have like, I don't know, they have like baking stuff up top. This place is unlike anything I ever been. There's cake pans on the wall. Like, I guess you would come here if you were, yeah, baking? I don't know. Doing like a big, guys, there's like 8 different types of peanuts. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Can we get these in the US, please? Imagine having a Bulk Barn. This is only 1 aisle. Imagine having this in the US, you guys, like readily accessible. Bring your own containers. We're gonna have to use these today for anything we get because, you know, we don't have our own, obviously, because we're traveling. But I think we're just gonna get a few things to try. But I would die to have this, you guys. This is so cool. Those are just, what's it called? Baking gums. Isn't that dots? Mini dots. Guys, I'm so overwhelmed. Oh, by the way, Smarties is like Canadian M&Ms. These look so good. Reese's Pieces peanuts. Okay, I need to actually start purchasing stuff instead of just filming.
What these sour Out of curiosity.
I really want those.
How much?
Yeah, probably about like a little bit less than you got. We're going crazy, guys. Just kidding. We're controlling ourselves. Banana gummies. Like, I've never even seen pizza slice gummies. The way they literally have everything. Hi, you guys. It is now Friday. I don't think I vlogged at all yesterday, and I kind of stopped vlogging on Wednesday because I started going super downhill as soon as we got to our Airbnb for Wednesday, and I just was like down and out. Like, Wednesday night was super rough. I was just struggling, and I was not in the best of spirits because I was just really upset that not only like we couldn't finish the second part of our trip, which yes, it is obviously for the best. There was a huge fire that like hit town yesterday there, but in addition to that, I freaking got sick for the first time like all year on our trip, so I was just like in low spirits for a while. Yesterday we came to Calgary and we checked into this cute Airbnb for the last 2 nights of our trip, and I love it. It's so cute. It's been making me feel better. It was really super cozy. There's like a little fireplace here, and yesterday we basically just had a day of like rest and rejuvenation, which I really needed, so that was super nice. We just kind of like hung out here, got a little bit of food for dinner delivered, and last night I definitely did a lot better than Wednesday night, which I was just in such like low spirits and I just felt so bad. So I did better last night, and this morning I took like all the medicine I can. I did get some, stuff for my throat, and my nose feels better today. Like, I can breathe clearer today than I have been the past couple days. So I'm trying to like remain in good spirits because yesterday I was like, I don't know, maybe we should just like go home early because everything got kind of like messed up and I just like feel so horrible. But then I was like, I don't know, I feel like I'll regret that, like just not finishing out our trip, even if I don't feel 100% amazing. So I'm glad so far. I'm glad that we decided to stay. Today we're just going to like walk around a little bit. We are, like I said, in Calgary, and I've never really like explored here very much. So obviously I wish I felt better. We could like do more stuff, but we're just gonna like get some fresh air. And I did get a mask because I just feel like it's like with the smoke and everything, I don't want to like make it worse for me or other people. So I do have a mask that I've been wearing since yesterday, and we're just gonna walk around outside today and like maybe get a little food, and then hopefully if I'm feeling like more up to it tonight, we really haven't been on any like dates or dinners. We've done obviously like gone out to eat. I guess we did like go out to a nicer restaurant in Banff, but I feel like we haven't like really done any like dates where I've like gotten ready and stuff. So if I feel up to it tonight, I'm hoping I'll feel just like a lot better tonight if I get some fresh air today and stuff. So maybe we'll do that tonight, and then tomorrow we'll have like half the day to do stuff. So we'll see what ends up happening tomorrow. I just have to like check in with my body. So I took all my medicine and we are gonna head out and explore today. I'll show you guys what I'm wearing because I think it's kind of cute, and I actually like got a little bit ready today. Okay, I thought the lighting would be a little better, but I am wearing my new Canada merch that I got from, I think I showed you guys that I got this from one of the stores in Canmore, and I love it. I ended up getting it super oversized. I really like hoodies big. I was deciding between the extra large, which is this, and the large, and I like how this one is like more loose at the bottom and it wasn't like tight in a weird place under my butt. So it probably will shrink a little in the wash, but I like an oversized hoodie, and this is probably like one of my favorite things that I've bought on the trip. I got a hat that I really love too, so I'm wearing that today just because it is a little chilly and a little windy today. I mean, it's in like the 60s and gonna get up to the 70s, so I feel like it will be nice, but I definitely was a little cold walking around yesterday, so I'm gonna wear that. And then I just have on some, I mean, I guess I'm very casual. I have on these like high-waisted blended pants. It kind of looks funny over this, but this is like the only sweater I have that like doesn't look really bad with this. So it is what it is. We didn't bring a lot of outfits on this trip. My Birks just to be comfy, and then I accessorized with some gold hoops and this necklace. I have a black tank under this if I do end up wanting to change.
and my Target sunglasses. I blew out my hair this morning, and hopefully we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna go explore some of the little neighborhoods around here and just walk around and get some fresh air.
Guys, this is my first shaft. It is a Canadian drink that is similar to an espresso martini, but why does it look better? Let's try it. The most beautiful iced coffee.
You just start over.
That's okay. I'm just gonna mix it. I don't know if I was supposed to, but I feel like it'll make it better. Basically just tastes like a iced coffee with vodka. It's very similar to an espresso martini, but on ice. I approve. It is Saturday. It's the last day of our trip, and we're going to a wolf dog sanctuary. This is gonna be crazy. I'm very excited. We'll see what happens. Okay guys, hopefully we're gonna get to see some wolf dogs. Definitely never been to anywhere like this, but it was recommended to us close to where we've been staying, and we had to come check it out. So Squirtle is technically a wolf dog because he has high wolfiness, according to his doggy DNA test. But then also this guy's a wolf dog. Well, this is pretty cool, you guys. Pretty quiet. A wolf dog can live 13 to 18 years. You're not supposed to like call them, they said, or like whistle to them or anything, so we're gonna be quiet. Oh wow. Oh, he's so sweet. He's so sweet. Hi, mister. I feel like this one is very friendly. The other ones have been keeping their distance a bit, but this one wants to hang out. Much bigger than Squirtle and Cholula, you guys. He is literally posing for us. He just jumped up on his platform and gave us some nice poses for some photos. Wow. King of the sanctuary, yes you are. Look at this one. So pretty. Bye, wolf dogs. That was really cool. We got to see a lot of them. Now these guys are the protectors of the wolf dogs. They're making me laugh. Like, what are they doing? They're just like standing under the trees. Maybe because it's raining a little bit. They don't want to get wet. I don't know what they're doing. And then we have some friends over here. Hey, Muddy. You like to be on camera? Camera star? Put me on the vlog. Hi you guys, so it is a few days later now. We got back on Saturday. Well, it was like midnight on Saturday, so super late. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that footage. I feel like I haven't filmed on a trip in quite a while, and it was nice to like document that trip. Obviously, as you can tell in the footage, everything didn't really go to plan on our trip, which was, I feel like that was very hard for me to deal with because I had spent so much time planning this trip, and like to not be able to go to our second place was definitely a little heartbreaking just because we were so close. You know what I mean? We were only a few hours drive, but there was absolutely no way we could have gone to Jasper. It's so sad. If any of you guys have like heard about the wildfire there, I think it's still going on actually, like over a week later. And yeah, it's just obviously so unfortunate. I was talking to Jared on the trip and I was like, I don't know if I was being like naive or what, but like I didn't even consider our trip being affected at all by wildfires. I think just because our trip was in like mid-July, and I always consider wildfire season as like super late in the summer. Like it's usually more like August, September. But it's just one of those things that I don't know if any of you guys have experienced that, like affecting your trips or where you live or anything. It's just one of those things that you like absolutely cannot predict or control. And apparently it only got smoky in Banff like 2 days before we got there. We were talking to one of our servers on like the first day we were in Banff, and we were like, how long has it been smoky? And she said like literally 2 days ago. So it was one of those things that like if we had gone a week sooner, everything probably would have been clear. But yeah, it's just one of those things like you can't really plan for that stuff. So I feel like that really kind of got to me. And then I don't want to harp on this too much just because it was once again like frustrating and out of my control. But yeah, I did get sick on our trip. I was fine for like the first 3 days of the trip, like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I feel like I really started going downhill like Tuesday, Wednesday, and we still had until Saturday night. So you guys kind of saw that in the vlog. I was trying not to talk about it too much because it's just one of those things. It's like, it's not like a feel bad for me moment. It's just like, well, this kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't in the plans. I just didn't feel my best for like most of the trip. So I didn't have a lot of energy to like want to do a lot of things. But that was kind of the point of our trip, was to do a lot of things. So looking back at like the footage that I was editing for this trip, I feel like the first half of our trip was so good, so scenic, so beautiful. I am so glad we did get to make it to Banff and do some beautiful hikes and see Lake Louise. And the hike we went on that Monday was so beautiful. I am so glad we got to do that stuff. And then we were supposed to go to Jasper on Wednesday, as you guys saw, and then that kind of like switched the trip up because we had to like find a new place to stay. And we ended up staying mostly in Calgary, but we were like going to do some more stuff, and I ended up starting to feel better literally like I would say on Saturday, which is when we were leaving. I started feeling a lot better than like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm so glad we got to go to the wolf dog sanctuary on Saturday. That was super fun and just like so cool to see. So I feel like that was a really good way to end the trip too. Alberta is not far from us. Like it took us an hour flight to get to Seattle, and then it took us an hour flight to get to Calgary. So I feel like this is a trip I want to have like a redemption. I want to go back. I really don't know when we would be able to even go to Jasper, so that's probably gonna have to be more of a future thing. But I feel like I could have spent so much more time in Banff. Some people were asking me why we didn't stay in Banff longer after like we realized we couldn't go to Jasper. Honestly, I would have liked to, but there was no lodging available. Like there was nowhere to stay within like an hour, well maybe like 45 minutes of Banff, because it's such a popular area. So unless we wanted to like sleep in the car, that wasn't really an option. It's kind of why we like headed back in the direction of Calgary, because there were so many options of places to stay, and it was like obviously we had to find something like the day of. But I feel like overall, looking back at our trip, it was so beautiful, so scenic. I'm so glad we got to go. I of course wish things had turned out differently, and I really wish I hadn't gotten sick, but I feel like I powered through the best I could with like wanting to do certain things and wanting to like be outside in those last few days where I wasn't feeling amazing. I feel like it's definitely going to be a trip that I want to go back and do again in a few years, and like I said, have a redemption. Hopefully not go during wildfire season. But yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, leave it at, I definitely learned a lesson from this trip, which is just like sometimes as much as you plan something, there's certain things go out of your control. So I was planning on recording a little bit more this weekend, but I realized, like I said at the beginning of this video, that my footage from the trip ended up being like 45 minutes. So I just figured I would make the trip into its own full vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing something different from the vlogs. So if you guys enjoyed this vlog, you can give it a like down below, leave me a comment, and thank you guys so much for watching. I know it wasn't, you know, like I said, my typical vlog, so I feel like not as many people will watch it, so I appreciate those of you guys who decided to. I'll see you guys back so soon for another vlog. I also have a lot of short form content that I'm gonna be posting from the trip. I just haven't edited it yet, but that is coming too. You can check out my TikTok if you want to see that content too. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Every time we talk, I got